What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a jam-packed episode of Monday Night Raw, just 6 days before SummerSlam. What did you think about the show, Matthew?
When they opened up the show, man, it was interesting, right? Seth Rollins, great ovation from the crowd here. We already know once we're going to see Seth Rollins, we're going to see somebody else, and then we're going to see somebody else, which is what will lead to Saturday. CM Punk through McIntyre, they both come out after Rollins exchanges a few words with the crowd here. Punk is taking credit for McIntyre's success this year. It's great, man. I thought these promos could have been a bit better, but all three men basically saying, they have their own pitch in this. Seth Rollins is a special guest referee looking absolutely chaotic this week on Raw. Looked like a zebra, but he basically, man, he's going to let things go on Saturday and it's going to be chaotic. It's his rules. They're giving us something special.
You could say that again, man. I love it. Saying that he doesn't care what happens. It's referee's discretion. He'll make it a 20 count, no DQ. He'll do what he wants, and they better obey his rules. This led us right into more Liv Dom and Rhea drama as we saw someone demolished the Judgment Day's hangout backstage. I wonder who that could be.
Mm, curious. Really, really curious. Hey, but they're playing into it, man. They're giving us some fun here. Okay.
Absolutely.
Otis and Tozawa versus the Creed brothers became interesting, and we'll get to why. It was an energetic match, not gonna lie. Maxie Dupree enters the ring standing up for her friend. So this Chad Gable shenanigans stuff, he's ringside, he's causes some trouble. Creed brothers defeat Otis and Tozawa. I do like what they're doing with Gable, not gonna lie. Him and the Creed brothers, I think it needed that. And that trio, they definitely catch my eye. Wyatt Six just scaring Gable. But we're gonna get some action with the Wyatt Six next week. And that's gonna be interesting.
A 6 man
And
tag match, man.
oh,
It's going to be awesome.
they're doing it. And we're gonna get the Creed brothers and Gable versus the Wyatt Six on Raw.
Yeah, unveiling themselves, showing themselves without the mask, man. We saw a vignette of Dexter Loomis later in the night. They're really pulling
Mm,
all stops with this Wyatt Six, man. I
they're
love
moving with it because they don't want to slow things down. The crowd will get, not just the crowd, but us fans will start to get disinterested. And this is where they're picking it up. And it's the right time to do so. Sheamus, Bronson Reed next. Reed's been needing a win, and he got a win tonight. Wasn't the cleanest win, but he got a win.
Yeah,
And you
Pete
know
Dunne
what?
getting
With a little
involved.
help from, yeah, there you go. You have it. Pete Dunne with a little shillelagh. Keeping Pete Dunne relevant in here, especially with Sheamus. Let's move forward here. Carlito and Jey Uso.
Uh,
Uso, he's so over with the crowd. It's like, what's next? You know what I mean? Uso defeats Carlito here.
Jey Uso hitting Carlito with the spear, the apple going flying. It was absolutely phenomenal.
The babyface is earning some good matches. What's next for Jey Uso? It's got me thinking, and hopefully this Bloodline stuff does pick up soon.
This led us right into The Miz backstage announcing himself as the
Mm,
host of SummerSlam. And wouldn't you know, his buddy from the
my
Awesome Truth,
God.
R-Truth, comes backstage saying that he'll help him host the house party. And it was just a bunch of chaos.
Absolute disaster, these two, bro. I'll tell you. It's awesome. But man, Truth plays into this, idiotic character so well.
Oh, dude, give him an Oscar now. That's what I
Oh
say.
yeah. Sonya Deville, the forehead gang. What do they call them on Twitter? The lesbians.
Um,
Sonya Deville, Stark, and Shayna Baszler. I think they jumped Selena was backstage re-injuring her arm, so they're here to keep chaos in check. Xavier Woods, Karen Cross next. Cross pins Woods here. Will Woods join the final testament? Don't think so. But Karrion, that's what he's pitching thus far, especially Kofi Kingston injured from their tour in Japan. What's going to be next for Xavier Woods?
I don't mind this. I really don't. The Final
No.
Testament is actually picking up some heat, man. They're starting to get some boos, and the storyline is progressing pretty well. What was progressing really nicely were these backstage segments, man. We saw Liv Morgan finally make a statement after Dom turned on her, man. throwing
Mm.
all of her Dirty Dom merch in the dumpster, setting it on fire, man. This match on Saturday is going to be one to watch for
It
sure.
was produced like cinema. Rhea Ripley, she also had her little vignette. It was awesome. I'm sorry, but Liv's gonna take the cake on that.
Uh,
But hey, they're killing it, bro. They really are. Sami Zayn, Dominic Mysterio next. Good match here. Zayn defeats Mysterio via disqualification. Braun Breaker, of course, making his presence felt. Then Jey Uso making the save here. But Braun is just on a path of destruction. I think he's going to beat Sami Zayn Saturday. Hate to say it, but it's going to happen.
you and me both, sir.
You know, it's definitely going to happen. 6-woman tag team action next. Baszler, Sonya Deville, and Zoe Stark. They finally get their say tonight. Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, and Lyra Valkyria. Don't really mind the tag team between them three. Just kind of put Lyra in the dust here, but they're actually doing well. What do we call them? The Forehead Gang. They win.
Uh,
You know, they need a name.
oh,
They really do, and it's not horrible. It's working, but
yeah.
I think we need to establish a name between them three.
Damage Control comes out following this match and make
Mm.
a statement saying that they were gone. That's the only reason why this new group is taken over. And Dakota Kai made her intentions clear backstage, calling out Sonya Deville for a match next week.
Yeah, I like how they're shaping things up week after week. They're giving us a match before we even end the show, and it's going to happen next week. And also, like the Wyatt Six, I'm pumped for that. I like storylines that lead into matches that we get excited for the week after, and it's doing its job. Main event time here. Loki forgot what the main event was till about halfway throughout the show when I put my brain together. Finn Balor and Gunther here. They're so good. And Gunther,
Phenomenal.
he even had a vignette earlier in the night saying Finn Balor is not the Finn Balor he used to be. Finn Balor used to be, if one of the best in the world. When he was holding that Universal title, he had to relinquish it. That persona, when he would turn into the Demon too, everything just was working for him. Judgment Day stuff. I mean, it's a whole nother elevation to his career, but sometimes going to your old ways doesn't hurt. Gunther defeats Balor here, passing Balor out. Uh, with I think it was a triangle choke. Priest comes out. These two just annihilate one another. They both attack each other while the show is crashing to that 11 o'clock mark Eastern time. And that's how they end the show. Them still beating the holy hell out of each other. Priest, I think he's going to retain. I hate to say it, but it's still too early. If they pull the trigger on Gunther, that's going to break me.
Uh, so many
But he's so
for,
worthy of it too.
yeah, for sure.
You
So many
know,
questions to be answered this Saturday, man. We got CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Can't wait for that. Liv and Rhea, and then Gunther and Damian Priest. Who's gonna walk away with the titles? So many questions to be answered, and I guess we'll just have to wait until Saturday to find out. Let us know what you guys
100%.
thought of. Let us know what you guys thought about tonight's show. Always like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time. Until then, peace out. This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.